Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers is another exceptional effort by Peter Jackson in adapting J.R.R. Tolkien's works. Beautiful, bold, it works. It's like picking up the book. It's like opening up the book. It's again continuing the David versus Goliath situation. When we look at the terrible things that are happening in the Middle East today, it is a reflection on our world. But the most memorable moment of The Two Towers is Sam's speech about the great stories. It's like the great stories, the only ones worth remembering. Now, this is a very, very apt monologue from Sam. They do this brilliant close-up on Smeagol, who basically is a CGI rendered character, and you look into that character's eyes and they start to water. Even that character that's been alive for too long, that's become bitter and twisted from the person they once was. Stories are so important. Good stories are so important, and they sit with you for the rest of your life. The reason I got involved with the arts is because I saw Superman the movie as a 10-year-old boy. Then I saw Star Wars A New Hope. Then I saw Live and Let Die, my first James Bond movie. Then I saw the '66 Batman movie. And I was inspired by the arts. One moment I wanted to be Batman, Superman, Bond. Then I wanted to be playing them, directing them. And it's inspiration. So that speech from Sam about the great stories, as Frodo stands there, tired and dishevelled of his responsibility of being the keeper of that ring, one friend lifts up another. One friend inspires another. It's the very opposite of the mentality we have today in terms of friendships and people, bad people that cause bad things. Because let me be clear to you, Sauron is basically a reflection in what's going on in our world today. Saruman, the White Wizard, is a reflection in what's happening in our world today. It is David versus Goliath in the real world, as it is in the Lord of the Rings story. It's easy for Frodo to turn back at any time out of intimidation and fear. But that's the point, isn't it? And I think, is it one of the characters that says, even if we go back to the Shire will burn as well. Nothing is safe. We have to do our part. We have to stand up against power, no matter how scary or intimidating it is. Because no matter where we hide, we will be hurt and we will be affected. And this is the message of Tolkien's works. And The Two Towers really continues these themes. So that monologue from Sam is utterly inspirational. And I'll be honest with you, when I'm down, I listen to it all the time because it's very interesting. Because it's very ironic today when you're watching a film or reading a book about the great stories, the ones that are worth remembering, the ones that are worth telling. And even at the end of the movie, when Sam says to Frodo, I wonder if they'll write stories about us. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Heroism is very important. The problem with our stories today, they lack good heroism. Because our stories today are not about heroism, they're about individual ideologies. And this is where things get broken in life. Basically, the reason why heroic stories work, basically the reason they stick in our minds, because they inspire us to be heroic ourselves. Without great stories of inspiration, we have nothing. It's not about seeing yourself in a story. It's about seeing someone that inspires you.